my channel and to another video. I hope you are doing fantastic. Today we are going to talk about dark fragrances, perfect for spooky season. So if you are interested, what is my selection of those dark fragrances, dark and mysterious and sometimes weird fragrances, please keep on watching. My name is Justina, this is my perfume world. If you like it here, please consider subscribing to this channel, leave a like, leave a comment, and okay, let's go. So we have officially entered spooky season and darkest times of the year. The weather is not so nice at the moment when I'm recording this. It's raining, so not so good. However, I have some great fragrances to get you through this season. So yeah, I will show you them in the moment. And if you are wondering where I am, I will tell you that I'm moving currently. So this is my new room where I will be working from, and you know, it will be also my recording studio. So I'm very happy about it. But now I'm not so happy because everything is, you know, like in between as always when you move. So I have brought my slight part of collection here with me to record this, and then I'm going back to my old place. But soon everything will be, you know, set up and ready. So for now, this is just a temporary setup. We'll see how that goes. But in case you are wondering why am I recording somewhere else, this is my room. So I'm very happy to have it. All right, so let's start with the selection. First fragrance is the fragrance that I needed to have here because it's, you know, for me, it evokes all things dark, all things mysterious, and it is beautiful at the same time. And it's Moth from Zoologist. For me, this is one of the most original perfumes I own. I really love it. And actually, this is one of the most extraordinary and original perfumes I have ever smelled. I also have T-Rex from the same brand. And T-Rex would fit here perfectly as well. But I think Moth, for me, it's like this ghost from a beautiful, you know, abandoned, haunted house that is, you know, it's staying at the attic, it's looking at the moon, and, you know, everything is spooky, but it's calm at the same time. This is the vibe I get this with this fragrance. Here we have rose, here we have lots of spices, such as, you know, nutmeg, such as also such as incense. Incense, of course, is not a spice, but it's spicy. It's peppery as well. It has oud as well. So it's oudy rose, slightly smoky, very original. And I think no description can do justice to this fragrance. You just need to smell it and be aware that not many people like it. It is not for everyone. It is very polarizing, so you need to test it for yourself. On some people it smells like, you know, they say old grandma or old house, musty room or something like that. For me, this is a beautiful scent, very spicy, rosy, but it's not like your typical rose. This is very dark, mysterious, and as I said, it reminds me of a haunted house. So I think it fits perfectly for the spooky season. So let me put it away there behind me, and behind me is my perfume shelf, the old cabinet, but for now it's empty. I have only perfumes here on the counter, but it will be full very soon, so I'm very happy about that. Another scent, I love the bottle of it. It's Black Perfecto by La Petite Robe Noire. It's from Guerlain. Look at this bottle. I really like it. I instantly associate this bottle with Wednesday Addams. So I think it's a very nice addition to my collection. It's not that expensive, I must admit. Still, I thought it will be discontinued, but it's still available with fairly good prices. So I don't know the story behind that. I must admit that I do not particularly like, you know, the original La Petite Robe Noire. It rubs me the wrong way. It's like something is wrong with the fragrance. But this one is really beautiful. It has black tea note. It has rose as well. It is slightly spicy. For me, I would say it's perfect unisex rosy fragrance. It has licorice, but you do not need to worry if you do not like licorice because it's not that prominent. And I think it has leather as well, but it doesn't, you know, pull too chemical. It doesn't pull too harsh, so I'm very happy about that. The leather is not, for me, I cannot even sense the leather here in this fragrance, but it's there. maybe it's, you know, it creates some kind of a background, I don't know, but it fits perfectly in here. So I think this one is slightly dark, unisex fragrance for me. However, it is marketed towards women. I think men can easily pull this off. Very good, very nice. Yeah, I think this one fits the spooky season as well. So Guerlain Black Perfecto by La Petite Robe Noire. Another fragrance which also fits perfectly, of course, this lineup of fragrances. It's from Lalique and it's Encre Noir. So for some people it smells like cemetery or cemetery, I do not know how to pronounce it, sorry, like a graveyard, maybe let's say it this way. It smells like a soil, it smells like something, you know, scary. For me at all, for me, it doesn't smell scary, it doesn't smell strange, like a dead body or anything like that, because I've heard some people compared it to a smell of a dead body. Like, I don't know, if a dead body smells like a forest, then I'm here for it. Not just joking, but it's strange. I do not perceive it as, you know, spooky fragrance, as, you know, for me, it is very calming, very aromatic. For me, it smells like forest floor, just like that. So if you are looking for aromatic fragrance, like it's slightly piney as well, slightly sour from vetiver, but overall it's very calming, it's aromatic, and that's what I get from this fragrance. It has musk in the base, lots of ISO-E super, so it's woody, it's aromatic, it's herbal, and, you know, as I said, clean in some way as well. So for me, it is slightly dark, maybe. It has those inky note as well, but I do not think it's, you know, scary in any way. So Encre Noir from Lalique, and yes, it's targeted towards men, but I think we need to do away with those, you know, those comparisons that something is for men only, for women only. If you like the scent, just wear it. And yes, it's for men, but I do really like to wear it, and I do not see anything bad in that. So yeah, that was Lalique Encre Noir. Another fragrance which is, I think, perfect for this lineup as well. Each fragrance I will show is perfect, but this one in particular, I have, you know, like dark thoughts when I smell it, basically. It's a Coffeeze from J.U.S. Yeah, J.U.S, yeah, probably J.U.S. What am I saying? I cannot focus, you know, guys. I'm in this new place today, and I feel like I'm all over the place. This is one of the nicest corner currently. And, you know, I have around me lots of garbage. So yeah, I cannot focus, but okay. Let's go with it. It's Coffeeze from J.U.S, and it smells for me like coffee. And I will tell you right away, this is one of the most original fragrances with coffee note I have ever smelled. It is not your very nice, typical coffee scent. It's not milky. It's not, you know, not everyone is going to like it. And that's why I think I like it so much, because it can be polarizing. I feel it. It has this earthy patchouli in here. So first of all, you need to like earthy patchouli. It smells for me like coffee grounds. So if you like the idea of coffee grounds mixed with patchouli, I think it will be for you. It has labdanum as well, so it gives it slightly bitter character. I really, really like it. And it has something, you know, creamy underneath it all. So I think it's very interesting concoction. And if you will combine it with like sweeter vanilla fragrance, for example, Kayali Vanilla 28 or Choco Musk from Al Rehab, I have the one in oil form. It is so good. So you can always make it more sweet. This is perfect unisex coffee fragrance, so nice, and for me it's quite dark as well. So yeah, Coffeeze from J.U.S, very good, very original, and the bottle is stunning as well. Another scent, I have mentioned it quite a lot on my channel already. It's a cheapie but still a goodie. Roberto Cavalli Nero Assoluto. For me, it's a femme fatale fragrance. Very nice, woody, flowery. It's slightly cold as well. It doesn't have like the best lasting power, but you can also, you know, overspray or spray on your clothes, on your hair, then it will last longer. But in general, it's a very original and dark composition for a very good price. So I think I needed to include it here so that, you know, you have all the all the fragrances, you know, with all the kind of prices, you know, as I said, I cannot focus today. Yes, so it's very, very nice. Roberto Cavalli Nero Assoluto. Another scent is from Theodor Kalotinis, and this one is like your dark tobacco and patchouli and honey. And I'm still wondering why not so many people is talking about it. It's Tobacco Maniac. This is an extract version, and this one is much more expensive than his normal line, but I think you should get your nose on it. If you like tobacco, if you like patchouli, like this earthy patchouli, same with Coffeeze from J.U.S. If you like honey, this one is beautiful. Beautiful, it's like dry tobacco leaves. It's honey and it's patchouli. That's what I mainly get. It has underlying bitterness also to it, so it's very good. It's very, very strong. It's like I said, extrait de parfum, so you need to like your scent strong, basically. But if you like tobacco, I think you cannot go wrong with that. Many people is still referring to Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford, which is really nice. But I think if you are looking for true tobacco fragrance with excellent quality and lasting power, I think Tobacco Maniac will be perfect. It has something spooky about it as well. It is perfect for this not so much beautiful weather. For a cloudy weather, it is, you know, at the same time, it will warm you up, but at the same time, it's also like slightly, you know, polarizing. I don't know what I'm saying, but okay. Let's go to another fragrance. Is a fragrance I do not own the full bottle of, but I have quite a big sample. It's from brand Liquid's Imaginaires, and it's Beaute du Diable, so it's Beauty of the Devil. And I think this fragrance is really, really interesting. It is not smoky or, you know, anything like that. Maybe you would assume it by the name, but it is not. Mostly for me, those are spices, slightly sweet. And it is mainly woody, spicy and sweet. So good. And it lasts very long time. It is slightly peppery as well. So I think if you're looking for another, you know, interesting peppery, spicy, sweet fragrance, Beaute du Diable will be for you. And of course, I needed to include it here because the name fits perfectly the theme we have here. So yeah, I think it's very, very nice, and I recommend it basically, and it lasts really long time. Liquid's Imaginaires has those perfumes that have really good quality and last very long time in general. So yeah, that was it. Another scent which for me it's quite sad, you know. I cannot wear it myself because I do not feel the mood for such a sad fragrance. However, you know, putting it aside, I still really appreciate the composition, and I think it's really nice, especially if you like this sad flowery fragrances, like those flowers from a graveyard basically. So it's Beaufort London and it's Fathom V. This one has the note of those white lilies you have, you know, basically on the graveyard. And yeah, this is slightly wet, soily, and it's, you know, those lilies you have on a cemetery. So yeah, this is quite sad, quite, you know, you want to contemplate basically when you are smelling this fragrance. You see, you know, spooky weather. It is quite dark basically. So if you are looking for those dark melancholic fragrances, maybe with white flowers, but you know, they are like those, as I said, graveyard flowers, then you can go for Fathom V. I think it's really nice, but I do not find myself reaching for it. I have like here 5 ml, so it's good. I'm set for life, I think, with this amount, because this is not a scent I will be reaching for. I don't know if ever, but for now I do not have, you know, the need to reach for it basically, but I think it fits aura here perfectly as well. Another fragrance is a fragrance I do not own. I sampled it once, but I think it's strange enough and spooky enough to include it here. It's from Atelier d'Orange and it's Secretions Magnifiques. For me, this scent is evoking those, you know, unsettling feelings. I do not feel safe when I smell it. I do not know, but for me, I have the association with morgue, which is very clean, but it's still a morgue. You know, you can smell this strange, you know, aroma around you. You can sense that something is not quite right in here. Basically, I do not know how morgue smells or anything like that, or a dead body for that matter. But for me, it has some unsettling aspect, and it wasn't pleasant, you know, experience when I was testing the fragrance. So I had a sample once because I was very, very curious. But the moment I sampled, I just, you know, decided to you know, give it a new home, and I got rid of it. But as a curiosity, when it comes to the smell, I think you should, you know, get your nose on this. If you are interested in very, very, you know, weird perfume. I know that there are some people who are wearing this fragrance and they like it, but for me, I couldn't bear it. But I think it's, you know, interesting in general. Another scent is the scent I really, really like. And it's quite old in my collection, Versace Crystal Noir, and I have an EDT version. For me, I'm always amazed by how good is it. Every time I wear it, it has amazing lasting power, it has amazing sillage. Who doesn't know Crystal Noir, you know, but yeah, I will tell you, it has ginger, it has cardamom, it has coconut, but this coconut in here is not nauseating. I often tend to get this nauseating effect when I have coconut in my perfume. Not always, but sometimes it's like this nauseating effect and I don't quite like it. Here the coconut is creamy, but also it's spiced up with this ginger, with cardamom. So I really like it. For me, it's also quite a polarizing scent. It invites you, but at the same time, you know, it pushes you away. So for me, it's good for those moments when you want to feel confident, but you do not want people to, you know, approach you too much. So that's for me Crystal Noir. Yeah, but my colleague from work, she wears it religiously. This is her signature scent, and every time she gets in, she smells just incredible. This is also a massive compliment getter. For me, this is one of the most original mainstream perfume that is. So yeah, Versace Crystal Noir, and it's slightly dark as well at the same time, and I really like the bottle. I do not like bright crystal. For me, it's very run-of-the-mill. Sorry if someone likes it, but I do not. But when it comes to Crystal Noir, I really, really like it. Another scent is from a cheap Italian brand. It's Monothem, and it's saffron. And the bottle is really nice. And in general, the bottles from Monothem are really, really nice. And apparently, according to Fragrantica, this is a dupe for Swiss Arabian Shagaf Oud. I do not remember how Shagaf Oud smells. Probably I have a, sample lying around somewhere. I did not find it yet. But when I will find it, I will compare it and maybe get back to you how it smells. But this one, this one is saffron, this one is spices, this is opulent and dark at the same time. For me, it's quite hard to describe. It is sweet as well. This one I bought really cheap online, so you need to check in your country. However, here in Poland, online is very, very cheap, so you may want to check it out and see for yourself. It lasts really long time. I think it has a wonderful sillage. One time I was testing it in the drugstore and it lasted me all day on my wrist, and then I, pulled the trigger and bought it online. So I think this is a great bang for your buck, especially if you like those Shagaf Oud fragrances. Probably, yeah, because I don't know how Shagaf Oud exactly smells. But as I said, according to Fragrantica, it is similar, so you may want to check it out as well. And the bottle is really, really nice. So yeah, the saffron from Monothem Venezia. Another scent. Those will be the scents that I have in samples only here, but they are fitting the atmosphere, so why not, I thought. Another scent is from Nasomatto, and I'm really keen on getting my own bottle. We'll see how that goes, but I really, really like the scent. It's Baraonda. And this one is very popular on YouTube, especially abroad. I really like the bottle, I really like the cap. So yeah, Baraonda is like your whiskey rum perfume. It's like alcoholic beverage, which is quite old, matured in a barrel, combined with rose. That's basically what I get. It is quite mysterious as well. It is quite dark as well. I really like this aspect, but it's not like your, you know, spooky darkness. This darkness is very inviting. This darkness is very boozy. This darkness warms you up. So nice. It reminds me my student time when I was going, you know, clubbing, and many of the clubs I went to were somewhere in the basement. They had their own atmosphere, and you know, you could feel this basement walls mixed with alcohol, and that's what I get from this perfumes. Of course, it's not the same, but it gives me the vibe, and I really like it. And it has rose, as I said. It's sharp, slightly clean, boozy. As I said, it reminds me of a party, so it's so nice. And I think it fits perfectly for those cold days. So good, and the lasting power is amazing. So I'm thinking about getting my own bottle because I think everything about this fragrance. It hits good, you know, memories for me. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, but I like it really much, and this is Nasomatto Baraonda, so that's it. Another fragrance I have here, two fragrances I have are from Dior, and the first one is Dior Addict, of course. I have a dupe, basically, from a Polish brand, which is really good. However, one of my viewers recently sent me over this decant of Dior Addict. It's quite big, and I know it will last me for a very long time because this is the old formula of Dior Addict. It's from 2002. So I'm so grateful to have such nice viewers, you know, to send me over some, you know, real gems. This one is so condensed. This one is like the extrait de parfum of Dior Addict, and of course it is similar to the dupe I have, but the dupe I have, of course, it's more watered down and it's not as, you know, potent. Here I can feel this dark tonka, white flowers, which are very heavy and narcotic. So good. And basically, I do remember smelling Dior Addict when I was a little kid. In 2002, I had like 12 years old. I was like 12 years old, so long ago, but I remember going to the drugstore and smelling the perfume, and I still remember the smell. But you know, it's slightly blurry, but of course I remember it. Yeah, I remember it was much weaker. This one is so strong, so good, and so dark. Femme fatale energy, slightly, you know, spooky as well. So good. Yeah, so I'm very happy to have Dior Addict from 2002 in my collection. Like it's a small, as I said, it's a small bottle, but it will last me for a very long time. And I have another Dior and another gem from my other viewer, and it's Christian Dior Poison from 2003. This one is typically witchy perfume. It is like perfume for a witch, basically. I was slightly afraid to spray it, you know, because I don't know if it will be too much for me, because I love dark and strong fragrances. Oh yeah, however, this is a witch that doesn't take no for an answer. She will put a spell on you the moment, you know, she will talk to you. So yeah, she's dangerous. This one is like your tuberose, which is very heady, combined with this smoky plum and something dark and mysterious and dangerous underneath. So yeah, if you know Dior Poison in general, you would know what I'm talking about. This one is extractive as well. So good. It pulls slightly vintage, so you need to like your vintage fragrances, but it's not like vintage like Chanel No. 5 or anything like that, but it has its own DNA, you know, those are the old perfumes, Dior Addict, Dior Poison, and I really appreciate that, because nowadays we have everything like the same, and back in the days, the perfume didn't take anything, you know, didn't take no for an answer as well, basically. So yeah, I really like it, and maybe I will be wearing it, who knows, but I'm really grateful to have it in my collection as well. Yeah, and the last fragrance, the name of the last fragrance fitted perfectly here as well. And I wanted to know this fragrance for a really long time, so I'm happy to, you know, be able to get to know it. It's from Serge Lutens and it's Coucher du Diable. So basically, I was recording this video in Polish before and I was testing it for me. This is another spicy perfume with herbal touch, which is kind of prominent. It smells like herbal liquor or something like that. And it's really, really sweet, really herbal, condensed as well, and spicy. It's like the devil had its, you know, cradle somewhere in the woods and he would be drinking liquor or something like that. So good. And very strong. So we'll see how that goes. I need to test it on my skin, but I'm letting you know that this one will fit perfectly to this spooky season as well. All right, so that was it for today. Let me know what are your dark and mysterious fragrances recommendations. I hope you liked today's video. Thank you very much for watching today and see you in my next videos. Bye-bye.